Peace of Christ to all. In this video we will show you why Muslims cannot be trusted. Muslims, they make videos, and I never saw people of dishonesty as those who call themselves Muslims. But there's nothing strange in this. This is a religion who allowed people even to take false oath by the name of their God Allah, lying as long they are doing it for what it's called right purpose, or their intention is something different. Which means a Muslim, he can take an oath lying to you and it's okay for him as long his target is something else. Let us say he want to convert you to Islam, so he can swear by Allah that in Islam we don't have such a thing, even though Islam teach the opposite, because his intention is to make you convert. So he have a good intention supposedly. So lying in Islam is very well approved, and this is practiced very well in chapter 3 verse 28. However, today we will answer and we will show everybody how Muslims they lie and why Muslims cannot be trusted with the proofs and reference. In this video here we will see this Abdul is showing us some facts about Islam, like 10 things you do not know about Islam. Let us see what those 10 things are.
Did you know in Islam the obligation of covering, which is usually people think that it's only for females, is actually ordered from God to males first? I am obliged to cover from my navel to my knee.
Okay, let us stop here just to show you the hypocrisy and the lies of Muslims. He is required to cover from the top to his knee. Okay, can a Muslim woman show her arms like you? Can a Muslim woman show her chest like you? Can a Muslim woman show her face like you? And you just say to your knee, can a Muslim woman show her knee? So don't tell me that this is obligation for everybody. Islam discriminates the women. You put it inside the garbage bag and you locked her out. And not only this, Muslims right now are asking to make the women wear one eye burqa. 2 eyes is too much. So stop lying to people and say this is obligation for everybody. If it's for everybody, it should be equally, should not be different. Are you forced to wear a burqa? You are wearing jeans. Can a Muslim woman wear jeans like you? So this is how they lie to you. Women, they are treated in Islam like dogs. Do you know that in Islam that the man, he can beat his wife? Can the wife beat her husband? No. Do you know that the man, he can divorce his wife by saying one word? Do you know that the man, he can jail his wife? Do you know that the man, he is the one who is supreme in control of women? If a woman, she called the police for him, they can do nothing about it? What a bunch of liars. Second lie. Let us continue. What is the second lie?
My navel to my knee.
Did you know, as a Muslim, if you harm a non-Muslim in an Islamic state, it's as if you have harmed the messenger, peace be upon him.
Amazing. If you harm non-Muslim, it's the same as if you harm the messenger. Question, how many non-Muslims your prophet killed? How many your prophet he killed of the non-Muslims? But because we don't like to make speeches, let us go to the Quran and expose the liars. This is chapter 9 verse 29. It says, it's a duty for a Muslim to fight those who do not believe in Allah. Now he said in Islamic state, which means after they fight you, after they finish with this verse, he is not allowed to harm you. I will show you that this is a lie. However, before the Muslims to establish Islamic state, what they need to do, they need to attack your country, take you down, cut your head, slave your women, take you as a slave for sex, take your money, take everything you own as a booty. And then whatever left over of you, if you agree to pay jizya, you don't want to convert to Islam from the people of the book, and if they accept that too, because after they go in war with you, the jizya is not a chance. The jizya is a chance before they go for war. So if you refuse to pay jizya, then they go for war, and then all your women will be slaves. And look what the Quran says. This is all the translation you like to see. You know, choose the one you like. However, in Arabic it says that those who they are from the people of the book, you have to fight them until they pay the jizya and yadin wa hum saghirun, until you beat them, you conquer them, and you treat them by making them, forcing them to pay jizya with willing and submission and feel themselves subdued. What does that mean? It means you have no respect in the Islamic State. You are nothing. You are a piece of garbage. So look, they take your land. This is your land. They attack your land. They take your land. They take your home. They take your country. And then after that, you are not even a citizen in that country, no more. You are no one. You have to pay jizya for the rest of your life. Muslim, they will lie to you, say jizya is just a tax. People will not pay tax with humiliation and being subdued and being called names. Now let us see what the Prophet of Islam, he said about paying jizya. If you go to the book of Ibn Kathir, which is one of the highest scholars ever in Islam, very well respected by all those Abduls we see in the video. Paying jizya is a sign of kufr and disgrace. It's what? Is a sign of kufr and disgrace, which means you are an infidel and you are disrespected. It's not because you are respected. This is not tax. Then he said, and this is because you did not choose to accept Islam. Then he said, in Islamic State, no one is allowed to harm non-Muslims. Is that true? Look what Muhammad he said about that. This is the Quran first, saying the following statement. You can read it yourself, that Muslims are not allowed to respect or even elevate the people of Zumma, which means the Christian and the Jews, to make them equal to Muslims or above them, which means the Christians and the Jews should be always down. They are not equal to the Islamic society. They are the lowest, and they should not be treated with respect. Always should be disgraced, always should be humiliated, we should be putting down. And then look what Muhammad he said, the Abdul in the video, he said that a Muslim is not allowed to harm non-Muslim in Islamic State. Is that true? This is the Prophet of Islam himself. Read with me. The Prophet said, so this is not me saying, alright? I want the Abdul to focus with me, just to show you how you Muslims cannot be trusted when you talk, a bunch of liars. Your Prophet said, don't initiate the salam to the Jews and the Christians, and if you meet any of them in the road, force them to the most narrowest alley, which means make them, you don't say salam, because no salam with non-Muslims. Secondly, you humiliate them and you force them to walk in the narrow alley. What does that mean? It's the open sewage. In the old days, the sewage used to open in the street. The dirty water run out of the houses and go in the street. So when a Muslim, he walk in the street and he see a Christian, he should force him to walk in the sewage. But the Abdul, he just told us, if you are a non-Muslim, you should not be, and if you harm non-Muslim in Islamic State, as if you harm the Prophet. When is a Prophet saying the opposite? When it is his Prophet who said, if you see a Christian in the street, spit in his face, humiliate him, and not only this, make him jump or push him in the sewage line. Like, can you see more disgusting false teachers as Muslims? This is why I say don't ever trust Muslims. Let us go for the second lie, number 3.
Islam, that knowledge is something which is valued and sacred. The first verses that were revealed was Iqra, which means read. And the first university that was established was by a female Muslim woman.
You know, the funny thing about Muslims, they say that the first verse in the Quran says read, and the first university established by Muslims. This is absolutely a false, because you know, all of us, we know the biggest education center known long before Islam exists. It's called Alexandria. When the Muslims occupied Alexandria, they destroyed tons of thousands of books. So what the Muslims are talking about? Look at ISIS, what they are doing. What university you are talking about? The Greek exists before you and the Aramaic exists before you. However, you just said that the first verse in the Quran says read. But yet your Prophet, according to Muslims, he never learned how to read. Which means your Prophet even don't care for education, because at least he should educate himself and learn how to read, how to write. As long the order of Allah for him is to read, how come your Prophet do not want to learn how to read? How long is going to take Muhammad to learn how to read? 6 months? He spent 63 years of his life doing what? Having sex with women, busy with Aisha, playing with her doll, molesting her between her legs. But he don't have a few weeks to learn how to write, how to read. So when a Muslim speak about education, let us see what education they are talking about. All the Muslims, the scientists they speak about, none of them actually is a Muslim. Most of those scientists, the Muslim they are proud about, they are killed or tortured by Muslims, and they, in their time, they were treated like criminals. As an example, Ibn Khaldun, he said the Arab, they were the savage people. The Arab Muslims, they were the savage people. When they attacked Spain, they used to conquer and destroy libraries and palaces and burn the books for cooking. Do what? Use the books, the most valuable scientific books, for cooking. This is what the Arab Muslim savage did. And the one who said savage is not me, it's Ibn Khaldun, which is an Islamic. Muslims are so proud about him. And Ibn Khaldun was treated like a garbage. He kept running for his life from place to place, because Muslims always, when someone is smart, they are proud about him when he long after, but in the time of the Muslims, he is a piece of garbage. The kings, they use them just to control their authority, but never respect them. What else? One more lie.
Did you guys know that in Islam, you're not allowed to harm an innocent person? If you harm an innocent person, it's like you've harmed and killed the whole of humanity.
Really? Is that true? Let us see what this is true or not. Do you know in Islam, if you harm an innocent person, as if you are harming all innocent people? I will let someone else answer about this in better way.
Leader Omar Bakri said quite simply, I condemn the killing of innocent people on the 20th of July.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't you say what he said?
No, at the end of the day, innocent people, when we say innocent people, we mean Muslims. As far as non-Muslims are concerned, they have not accepted Islam. As far as we're concerned, that is a crime against God.
I want to be clear about.
So did you hear how they lie? They say if you harm an innocent person in Islam, as if you harm all mankind, but they will not tell you that innocent person in Islam is only Muslims. So harming non-Muslims is absolutely a duty for every Muslim.
What you're saying, this is very important. You're saying only Muslims can count as innocent people.
As far as Muslims are concerned, you're innocent if you are a Muslim, then you're innocent in the eyes of God. If you are non-Muslim, then you're guilty of not believing in God. Yes, there were many victims.
You're guilty. Are you seriously suggesting that everybody on those tube trains...
Anyway, so do you see how they lie? Don't ever trust a Muslim word. Don't ever listen to Muslims and learn from them Islam. Muslims are the worst people to present the truth to you. They are a bunch of liars, because Islam is religion of Satan, religion of the devil. The Quran says if a man harm an innocent man as if he killed all mankind. We go and see what this verse is speaking about. It's if you kill an innocent man who is a Muslim. So killing a non-Muslim is not a harm, it's not a crime. Actually, Muhammad, he said, if a man kill no Muslim, no blood of a Muslim will be shed for killing a blood of non-Muslim. So you see how they lie to you? They manipulate the word, they make them look different. They give you a verse from the Quran saying if you harm a person who is innocent, Quran says it's as if you harm all mankind, but they will not tell you that if you harm a Muslim, because Islam is a religion of discrimination. In the law of Islam, there is no equality. In the case of murder, a Muslim murder a Muslim, the punishment is death. A Muslim murder a non-Muslim, there is no punishment. In the best case, you pay some money. In Iran right now, if a Muslim kill a Christian, the Christian family, they will get the price of a cow. But if an Iranian Muslim, he killed a Muslim, that Iranian will be executed. So don't ever trust them. They are a bunch of liars like their prophet. And nothing new. Garbage in, garbage out. However, if you guys like to learn more about Islam, feel free and read my books. This is my last one. It's called Qur'an and Science in Depth. Simply it's speaking specifically about the lies of Muslims regarding what it's called science and miracles, because all the miracles they have in the Quran is nothing but a bunch of lies. And then there's a volume number 1 of Deception of Allah. If you'd like to read it, it's a very, very good book to read. So both they complete each other actually, and you can read the review of both books. And I hope you will enjoy and learn from them. Christ is Lord. And Islam is a religion of deception and lies. I mean to that. Thank you.